Hi.
Hi.
How are you, Ruhi and Dia? All better?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's nice to hear.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Alia. Now we need to wait for Leela. She had suggested making real people today. Shall we draw people today? Okay, who's this? I don't know. So, did we do it last time? Ukulele. Did you guys draw anything last week during all of last week? Using some of the tips that I gave you, no? Something from your room, perhaps, or anything? So, you know what? There's one very interesting project you could do. If you got any of your old school books or diaries or something, uh, usually everyone has got some kind of diary or something in the house. Take one of the old ones, don't buy anything new. And in that, you can draw pictures of stuff that you see every day. And it doesn't have to be spectacular. You can just take, like, I drew pictures of this. I drew stuff from my kitchen. So you should be able to draw everything you see. Now, you must have something around you that is easy to draw. Do you have pencils or erasers or sharpeners or even a glass of water, maybe, or a mug of milk? Anything. You should be able to draw anything. And every day you should spend at least 15 minutes just drawing. And don't worry about how it turns out. Just a pencil sketch is fine. Okay, let me quickly check with Leela. So while you're waiting for her to join up, do you want to just take something out and start sketching on one of the earlier sheets from the book? Just keep your hand going, warm up your hand a little bit. Okay, can I show you how I sketch? And then maybe that'll give you some clue. So you can use some of the earlier pages. The backs of most of my pages are all blank. So I don't want to waste these pages. So look for something like this, which has a pencil sketch. And on the opposite side of that, just take anything you have. For example, I have something like this. Just keep it in front of you and just look at it and draw. So you can adjust it so that you can see two sides of it. And all you need to do is draw whatever shape you see like that. See, I'm not really trying to draw it very perfect. So just a scribble is also fine.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. Who's that?
It's me, Anaya.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Anaya.
Hi. I just came from school.
Okay, no problem. We are still waiting for Leela to join as well.
Okay.
So just gather your materials and I'm just showing everyone how to sketch. So can you see this? It's all really messy line going all over the place.
Yeah. What is this?
It's a sharpener. It's a
Oh.
fancy sharpener, so I can sharpen types of pencils.
Yeah.
And it opens up like that. Oh, never mind. There. So it opens like this, and all the shapes
Yeah.
like this.
Sharpener dust.
Hmm.
Like a pencil dust.
Yes, pencil dust. Damn it. Okay, so now if something like that happens, either we can feel sad about it, or here's one thing you can do. You can use all that pencil dust, shade.
Yeah. Actually, did you do it purposefully or you just did it too?
No, this just happened by accident, but I don't like to cry over accidents. So I
Yeah.
try to figure out how to make something out of it. It looks so nice.
Yeah. But what will you do of the leftover dust?
The leftover dust will be thrown into another container that I have.
Okay.
I'm gonna just gather it. Even this, with all its colors, is looking so nice.
Yeah.
Then we should find a way to paste it onto this also.
Yeah. And I made this. Yeah.
One second. Let me just come back.
Okay.
Okay, let me just finish this, Naya, and then I will see your picture. All right.
Okay.
In this, what are the different details that I see here? I'll try and make those. So I have this, and I have some lines here like that. And then I have something to open, and at the bottom of this lid, I have some lines here, right? And then I can do a little bit of shading. We did this last week. So it's only this, when you just do even just so much, you start creating a very realistic impression. And then if you want to, you can write the label, make all these dashes. But I'm not trying to make it exactly the same, because making it exactly the same is rather boring.
Yeah.
There.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you guys want to try out drawing something? Leela's here. So in 5 minutes, you'll start drawing our real people. And in the meantime, I can check everyone's work. So Anaya, want to show me what you made?
Yeah. So like we did in last class, right?
Yes.
So the thing I did in I did this last class.
Oh, very nice. One
Yeah.
second.
I did it a little bit
Print.
small so that I can draw more things.
I
Like,
think you can make it bigger. Nice.
yeah.
But it's looking lovely. Very nice. Okay, one tip is when you've written ukulele and you put an underline below that. So very
Yeah.
often when we do underlining, it's a good idea to do underlining when we have a whole sheet of text.
Yeah.
Need to bring focus to that one letter or one word. But when we are drawing a picture and we don't have too many other words, you should wait for underlining. Don't immediately underline. You don't
Okay.
need to emphasize, because very often that's maybe 1 out of 2 or 3 words.
Yeah.
And you can make that word much bigger than you would do in regular writing. Isn't
Yeah.
it? So it's your handwriting is very nice. So the way you've written ukulele is very pretty.
Actually, this is not my handwriting. Like I write more beautiful than this in my
Oh,
school
you do?
notebook.
That's nice. So this is already very nice. I can't even imagine how it must be. Your usual beautiful handwriting.
Thank you.
All right. So today we are going to draw real humans, right? And I'm going to show you some tips on how to draw those humans. And then I'm going to share some images with you of humans that we can recreate. Oops, who went off? Somebody went off. Okay, she'll come back. Okay. So drawing humans is not as difficult if you sketch them pretty much like we sketch those objects. All human drawing can start with a stick figure. So you have an oval for the head. Don't draw very big figures. See, they're just going to be about so big. Then all of us have a spine. We all have a shoulder. We all have hips, right? And then from here we have 4 dangling limbs. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we can make this figure do all sorts of stuff. You can make it stand, you can make it walk, you can make it sit. Everything can be done with this. Now, I'm not adding the details of the hand and feet right now. If you want to, maybe the feet is fine. You can draw a line going towards 8 o'clock and a line going towards 4 o'clock. That's good enough. Hands, we don't need to draw right now. Now, if you want to make this person run, and we're going to make him run sideways. This is how we can do it. I want you guys to just follow my lead. So first you have the head that is leaning forward a little bit. Then you have the spine, which curves just a little bit. Okay, Shrinika, I can see that your table is a little too high for you. Can you bring a cushion or something and sit on that so that your elbows are straighter? Okay, so right now you've shown let me just demonstrate. This will be very difficult for you to work with. So right now your table is coming to this height. Sit straight on your chair. Let me see you. Yeah, see it's coming here. That means your hands are going to be like this. What I want you to do, is anyone else sitting like this where your table is coming a little too high? It often happens. I'm a short person, so I often sit at tables and they come to this height. But I use a cushion and I sit on the cushion, so I'm boosted up. Can everyone just get a cushion and sit on that? Because then you can see your artwork better. Your shoulders are not strained. Your back remains straight. Otherwise, sooner or later, we're all going to become hunchbacks. And our back starts hurting. We don't want that.
I actually have a question. It's like a pillow, but in a round shape.
Very
As the
good.
as the chair. So
That's very nice. All our tables usually are taller and our chairs are shorter, so we sit very low. It's very difficult. If any of you lands up becoming an architect, please change this. Okay. Shinika is yet to come. Is everyone sitting straight now? We all need to sit straight. And remember, every time for art, whenever you're sitting, whether it's in class or even otherwise, get a booster and sit. You can sit with your feet on the seat also. I have no problem with that. Fold your legs and sit up. That's fine. All right. So let's get on with this. All right. So you have this. You have your spine bending. Then we're going to show one leg going up. This is one leg. And the other leg, we're going to have it go in an angle backwards. Now, very often people are not going to run like that. If this is the road, this is how we're going to show the person running. Now, what about the hands? We have one hand do this. This is easy. And the other hand, oops, this is very error.
Yes, we have done this before.
We have, I know, but you're the only one I think who's done, I've done this with. Everyone else is new. But I'll do something more. Even for you, I mean, even for me, though I do this so frequently, every time I do this exercise, it helps me draw a little better. All right, now suppose you want to do a yoga pose. Okay, I'm going to draw this line a little further. One of the easiest poses we can do is the triangle pose. So we will first draw the legs because the legs form the base of the triangle. Remember, we have to draw hips. Now here we've not drawn hips because this is a sideways figure. Okay, here we have the triangle pose. So on the left side, you will have the body do this, come sideways, have the head here, have the shoulder. These circles are meant to be joints. So we have a joint at the shoulder, we have a joint at the elbow, and this hand will come down. And then we have this going up. Nobody can do this, I think. It's a lovely pose. Now, the fun bit is, whenever you want to make this into a real human, all you need to do is add some flesh and skin
Yeah.
to
Or
these
like,
figures.
yeah, you can like draw some parts around the stick figure.
Exactly. So the moment you draw your stick figure, half of your work is done. Now
Yeah.
let's draw some clothes on this person. So first thing to do is we have to draw a neck and shoulders. Okay, so the neck doesn't come straight down onto this line because otherwise we will look very odd. We have a nice rounded muscle over here. So it's almost like a slanting angle. Then we can draw just a body like that. Because most of our body is covered with some clothes or another. Now, if we want to make a girl out of this, we can draw, let's draw a t-shirt on her. So we draw a neck and some sleeves. I like t-shirts with short, smart sleeves. I don't like the long sleeve t-shirts. And then just from here, we can draw, yeah, something till here. And I want to draw some jeans on her. So I'm going to imagine that her pants are placed over here. The leg, middle of the leg comes till here. So I'm going to put a little stitch below the hips. And from one side, I'm going to draw these pants, a wobbly line that comes down like this. And then another one, a little up over here because of the foot. And then this can be turned into a foot like that, a little bump on the side and then a foot. And if we color this up, it'll look like she's wearing dark shoes. Now, it could still be a boy or a girl, right? And I want you to not erase any of these, any of the skeleton, because I want you to see how clothes fit on a skeleton. Now, the oval shape we've made, just put a line like that, a horizontal line along the along halfway up the oval, and a nose. And just over here, maybe you can draw her hair. Again, hair can be a nice wobbly line, which you can color up. It can still be a boy. Nowadays, there are lots of boys also who have long hair.
Yeah.
Now for the hands, you can just bring your hands into a narrow wrist like this. Make sure that both sides are equal. And you can make hands like this. Now, this is one way of drawing real humans. But what we need to know is proportions. Because if we draw the wrong proportion, we could just have an extremely tall figure or extremely fat figure. It's all about managing proportions. So we'll get to that. Now, do you want to try making flesh around this person, the one in the yoga pose? Put them in some kind of yoga clothes. So here again, I'm making the neck, shoulders, and bring the arms down like that.
The arms look long.
What happened?
The arms on my person look extra long.
Oh, actually, who is speaking? Because Alia, is that you speaking? Because your voice is coming in.
That's Leela. She's saying that the arms look very long.
Yeah, let them look very long right now. They are long.
Can I go drink water?
Sorry?
Can I go drink water?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead. Now remember that the pants always come slightly lower than the line of the hips. So many times you will come across figures which are representative of real people. And those figures also look very nice. Now here I'm going to put this girl in a sleeveless t-shirt. And give her stripy pattern on the t-shirt. And convert these lines into a design also. Now, before you draw real people, it's actually fun to draw people that are a little less real. So they're not really caricatures, but they can be interesting drawings. So they look like people, but they could be in a different proportion. So let's try drawing this. Suppose we had to draw somebody jumping like a ballerina or reaching out on one foot to catch maybe a butterfly or something. So suppose you have a person on one foot. Then we draw the hips to the left. And then from here, you have them hopping. Okay, can you see just the bottom part of somebody? Then you have them bend sideways. This is their head. And then their shoulder can bend a little bit also. And one hand can reach out to maybe catch something like a butterfly or a bird. And the other hand is just trying to balance.
Ma'am, what about the show of the second leg, which is balancing?
We can show it like this.
Yeah.
Now imagine if you want to make this into a very plump lady. Plump lady illustrations look very nice. So I'm going to put her in a pair of pants again, but she's got very narrow legs and very balloony pants like that. And you can draw a shape like this, like a triangle for her feet. And then her hands can also be very balloony. We have muscles on the top of our arm. So it's the forearm and the upper arm. And then you have the muscles in the back are more or less the same. And you can have her get a nice waist like that. And what other clothes can we give her on this? We could probably give her a short crop top like so, and maybe long sleeves.
Ma'am, can you go a little slow, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Where are you now? What part are you at, Anna?
I'm still making the pant.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Ma'am,
Yes.
have you done like some portraits of some people?
Have I made portraits of people?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Can I see it?
Yes. Let
Like
me
at the
look.
end of the class.
No, I made a portrait of somebody that I gifted them on their birthday, but I have it. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
I mean, I have a picture of that, so I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, where is the picture? I found it. Okay, I'm going to show you the picture. You see?
Wow.
This is
That's
a
really beautiful.
It was his birthday on the 27th of, 27th of March this year.
Oh,
I made a portrait for him.
oh, that's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I'm really confused in making the hands and the body.
Oh, tell me where you're confused.
I'm not understanding how to make the hands and the body.
Okay, so the entire hand And the body, it's fairly simple. Let me just make the person standing. So you have a circle, that's the head. Then you have the spine. The spine can do a whole lot of stuff. It can bend it like this. It can lean. Then you have shoulders and hips, which are about the same size. And then you have the legs, which are generally longer than our hands. That's it. That's how you draw it. Now, when we drew this figure was looking at us sideways. So we didn't have to draw the shoulder and the hips because they were both in the same line. Got it? Okay. Now, when I've drawn this image, I've drawn it from the legs up. So first I made the legs here, right? And then I leaned one line ahead and drew the shoulders and then drew the hands on either side and the neck on one side. Got it? Okay, do you want to try drawing it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, while Ayana is drawing, everybody else, do you want to try some more figures of your own? Imagine some figures and try to draw those. Okay, now here's one thing that happens when your body is balancing. Now this time I'm going to draw the shape, the skeleton fairly light, and then I'm going to erase it for you. So you have an oval and I'm going to draw somebody standing with their hands to their sides. Maybe, yeah, maybe I can show this has become too long. So I have my shoulders here. Okay, hips here. I'm going to show them standing like this. And now this is the body, right? I'm going to show them standing like this. Have you ever stood like that?
Yeah, when you're angry.
Good. So now we can draw a figure around this. We can draw a very lean, long figure now that it's become like this. So suppose I draw a long neck, it's just so longer, and then I draw shoulders, and then I can draw very thin arms. So we drew somebody who is nice and round. Now we're going to draw somebody who's nice and lean. Are you with me? Is everyone with me? If you want me to draw slowly, please tell me. Shrinika, are you able to draw? Okay, good. Now, I lost my voice. Oh my God. Okay. Now, what do we do? Should we make this into a jacket? Or a dress? Suppose we give her a nice round neck like that. And we make a dress out of this.
Like a coat.
Yeah, it could be a coat or even like a shift dress.
Yeah.
And then, now what do we do with the legs? Because her arms are so thin, even her legs can be thin. See? So all the legs are very meaty on top at the thighs, and then they become leaner. And now I'll show you how to make heels. So now you can make her foot like this, step outward like that. And then make a nice rounded heel in the back. And then put a line straight down. Oh my God, this looks very painful.
Yeah. Like if we make a line on the top, like on a leg, it will look like boots.
Yeah.
It may look like boots, yeah. Not sure.
And now we can do all sorts of stuff. We could even convert this to boots if you want, or wedges. That would be nice. I think, yes,
Yeah.
she'll lot more balance that way.
That's very beautiful. That's a nice way to make heels.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You just make the front, back, and then put a line on top.
Yeah, I mean it looks realistic.
And then we can now, because everything is long and lanky, we can make her hair also long and lanky. Now this will start looking like fashion illustration. And if you want to make it more fashiony, you could always have her hair come this way, a nice rounded hair look.
Mine looks like the girl who has clothes, and like when you go to some mall, you see some shops with those skeleton type of bodies, and
Mhm.
then they put their clothes on the on the body, like the
Yeah,
plastic body to show how it looks on you.
yeah. Do you know
How
what
it looks
those are
on-
called?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay, so you can call them a dummy, or
Okay.
they're also called a, a mannequin. Though you spell it with a Q, it's called a mannequin.
Or you can maybe call them fake bodies.
You can call them fake bodies also. All right, now this is the fun part. Now that we've drawn these, and also for the hands, this is the easiest to draw. You draw the heel of the hand here like that on top, and then you just draw a few a shape like that that looks like your hands are sideways.
Miss, I'm not
Yes,
understanding how to draw the heels.
the heels I'll show you. I'll make a little enlargement over here. So remember how we drew the legs coming down like that, straight down this part, just the ankle part, right? From here, now I'm going to show this leg. You make a shape that goes this way and out. So this is the top of the foot. This is where the toes are. And then you have the heel. After this is drawn, you can bring the line down almost parallel and connect it to the front like so. And then don't put the heel over here because that is very difficult to balance. So start here, but balance it inside like that. And from here, it can come straight down. And then the inside of the shoe is often a curve like this, and it goes straight into your heel. Now this looks like her foot is really swollen. So maybe we can make it straighter, not so protruding. Then she'll look comfortable. All right. Now the best part is we can erase these skeletal lines and we can paint inside this. Now I'm going to make a few more figures on which we will draw some clothes, and then we will paint and design those clothes. All right, now what is the next position you can take? Now I'll show you a proper fashion illustration. So you start with the neck, sorry, the head. And this time, just look at how I'm making the spine. I'm going to make it S-shaped. So it starts from the center goes a little to the left and then goes to the right. See, it goes a little to the left and right, and then it comes down straight. So here now, because our spine is supposed to be straight here, when you have a curve like that, you have to make the hip line straight over here. I want to make it, let's make it here, because it's turning right. The hip line is here. And by that logic, how will the shoulder be? Turning in the other direction. Can you already see how this girl is standing at a slant?
Yeah.
And it's definitely a girl. It could be a boy also. Some boys also can stand like that. Very nice. Now, if we take the line straight down here, then we might lose a little balance. So turn the leg inside a little bit. And this time the foot can come just a little towards 5 o'clock, not 4 o'clock. And now from the other side, we will draw the legs, the next knee. It has to come slightly lower because it starts lower. It comes like this, and goes outward, and then out like so. Now, this is how you would draw a fashion figure, at least an easy fashion figure. Shinika, are you sitting straight? Hold the book when you're drawing, ba. Yeah, don't hold your face.
I have done some practice.
Okay, 1 second, let me have a look. Oh, nice. Very good.
Like I have drawn figures so that I can draw the skin and the flesh afterwards. Like not afterwards, but I can maybe try it.
Have you drawn this?
No, I'll just do it.
Try drawing this.
Okay.
Because this one, we will draw some, maybe we can draw a lovely dress and paint the clothes on it. How's everybody else drawing? Everyone okay? So in the meantime, on this dress, we can draw things like large flowers. I love drawing big flowers on dresses. But remember, we have to paint this, so you don't want to draw the lines too dark. Then half a flower. And maybe some thin petaled flowers.
How can I draw those patterns on like those circle patterns instead of drawing flowers?
Yeah, you can draw circle patterns also.
Thank you.
Draw whatever you like best. You can draw leaves, you can draw, but try and draw something very big because the figure is so small. You don't want to draw something that is too difficult to paint.
Ma'am, can we draw the figure like right now again?
This one?
Yes, I didn't get it quite well.
Yeah, sure, we can draw it after we finish this one, after we finish the fashion figure. Okay, now for the fashion figure, we will draw her arm slinking like that to the side. And from the other side, she could be just holding something, or maybe like if she's, oh, this would have been a good sari drape, but it's okay. She could be holding something else. Now here's where you draw the hand. Draw a circle. Draw two, like a triangle shape over here. and a triangle shape like this. So it looks like a hand is kept like so. Even over here, you draw after the wrist or on the wrist, you can draw a circle. Okay, so this is how it looks. This is your hand. And if I were to make fingers out of it, this is how it will look. These are my knuckles. But you don't need to draw it right now. I just want you to see how a well-folded hand looks pretty much like this. All right. So it's the easiest representation is this. Just a circle, triangle shape there, and your thumb here. All right. Now, what should we dress her with? Should we put a lenga on her?
Yeah,
All right.
but actually it's really hard.
No, it's not very hard. I'll show you. So now let's make a body for her. So let's give her some waist and hips. And we don't really need to draw the legs because her lenga is going to be covering her legs completely. So we'll put her lenga somewhere over here on her waist. And we'll give her a neck, of course, and shoulders. And let's give her some arms. So just narrow arms like that are fine. Maybe we can give her a nice full sleeved.
Ma'am, like where you have drawn the line,
Uh-huh.
on the top up, on the upper part, you see near the shoulders.
Yes.
Can you draw like a dupatta?
Yes, we can. Sure.
Like when I saw, I thought we can, like, I got an idea that we can maybe draw dupatta there.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Now I can erase the spine because then I can draw some more details of her dress. So suppose we draw that dupatta like this. And let it flow out of her body. Oh, she could be holding her dupatta, by the way.
Oh, that's too complicated.
Is it? Oh dear.
Yeah.
No, I'll show you. Let me.
Ma'am, I didn't understand how to make the dupatta.
You didn't understand. Okay, look. I have made like a bowl shape around her shoulders, but not by her neck, a little around her shoulders, and then a slightly longer, and you can make even more. Okay. And always keep it going out a little bit because dupattas always flow out of the body silhouette. So this shape of the body is called the silhouette. The moment we put a ghagra, the silhouette will change. If we put pants, this is a different silhouette. It's the outer shape that is created. I'll explain further. Now, all the fabric of the dupatta is gathered on the shoulder, right? It all has to fall down. So you bring it down. And because we want her to hold something in her hand, we'll make one line go up. Okay, so one line comes down, which is from the back, and one line from the side is going onto her hands. Has everyone got this much? And then you can just take this line and make a snake-like shape like this. Okay, so this is like S's, sleeping S's. One second, Anaya. Let me just finish this drawing, then I can see yours. Now, from all of these are folds. From here, you can take the line up and go up into the shoulder. And I'm taking this line coming down into this fold. Got it? Even if you get a little bit of it, it's fine. This is all supposed to just be a drawing. And very often drawings of people wearing fashion clothes look very ridiculous. Now for her ghagra, we can show a shape like this. It has to go around just below her ankles, not below, like that. So when do fabrics fall like that? When there are folds. So you can show a fold like this. And we'll just erase the lines of the leg. So we can draw a print on it. And of course, we'll give her a nice choli that comes till about here. And we can make it full sleeved. So give her, we can do lots of embroidery designs on the full sleeve then. Is it looking anything like this, your girls?
Yeah.
Good.
It's a bit different. Like I can't see we can't see the end part. Like
Never
the
mind.
end part is at the lower, like, and no space.
Let me have a look now.
Can you see? No.
Just a little behind. Bring a little behind and a little lower. Oh, it didn't. Yes, I can see it. Your figure is very tiny though. Maybe you can make it bigger next time.
Okay.
All right.
Miss,
Yes.
mine is actually not that good.
Can I have a look? You want me to have a look and I can give you some suggestions.
Seema auntie.
Oh, no, but you're almost there. See, you've got this shape, right? That's good. Maybe what you can do is just make this side a little small. Right now it's gone all the way till here. If you just make it a little small, then it should be very nice. I think you've done a very good job. If this is the first fashion figure you've drawn, it's brilliant. Very well done.
Yes.
Okay, Alia, I'm seeing yours. Nice. She already looks like she's dancing. Okay, have you given her some kind of a blouse or a top or something? We just need to make one extra line over here. Okay. Okay, great. Now for the hair. The hair is the easiest. You can always just give a nice shape like that. I like to do that. So I will give her some nice big earrings, or wait, we can do one more thing. We can give her a nice middle parting, some big earrings, and we can give her a choti. You know what a choti is? Just a braid. And do you know something? Do you know what a paranda is? I used to
It's like a hair extension, right?
Yeah, it's a hair extension, but you can also put some beads and some fabric at the bottom of the hair. It looks very nice. I used to have very long hair, so I used to put all these things for weddings and things. All right, how are your figures looking? Are they worth painting? Shall we paint them? Now, once you have all these designs ready, all the lines ready, you can just put some patterns like these and easily just color all of them in very bright colors. You can do things like these. You can make a parallel line along the border. Here, I'm just going to fold it in. Then if you want, you can put maybe stripes, or you can put designs like that. So this looks like embroidery. But only if you have space. Otherwise, you can just make one color ghagra and finish it off. Then you can do another parallel line like that for the dupatta. And if you want to, you can also, no, forget it, we won't do it this time. And here you can have some hanging threads. Now, once you're done with this, you can just color it whichever colors you want. If you're going to use watercolor, then I would suggest use the light colors first and then use the darker colors.
Actually, Miss, mine is a bit narrow. My drawing is a bit narrow.
Did you say yours is a bit narrow? Can I see it? Yes, let me see. Ah, it's nice. It's very nice what you've done.
But it's a
So-
bit narrow like
I
here.
know. So that's okay. Right now your picture has become really tiny. Mine is a little long. So do you want to draw another one, a bigger one? No? Okay. Then you can color that one, the tiny one also. That's fine. Or you don't have to color it as well. Do you
Okay.
want to color this one? Your leaping lady is looking very beautiful. And I forgot to show you, maybe what you can do is put a butterfly there. So it looks like she is chasing a butterfly. And you can do this for her hair. Right? And then because she is pretty big, so you can color her up very well.
Ma'am, can we make one more dress figure?
Yes, we have 2 minutes. Let's make another dress figure. What would you like her to wear?
A dress only. I didn't quite get it how to make that.
Okay. So do you want a straight standing or a S like figure?
Straight standing.
Straight standing, okay. So start with the head, the spine, a little below the neck, below the chin, you will draw shoulders. And at the bottom of the line, you draw hips. Then from the ends of the hips, you will draw legs, which are just straight lines down to the knee, ankle, and then one line to the side each. These will be our feet. And then you can put shoulder socket and arms, one arm coming down and one arm maybe sideways like that. I often stand like this. Do you stand like this? All right, now what should we put on her? Let's put some, first let's make a neck and shoulders and the body. So cover this up. And if you want to, you can also make a full body like that. So you get legs this way. Now there's a lot of flesh and all happening in the legs, but we don't need to do that. If it's a woman's body, then you can also make a waist. Now, if you want to put,
Miss,
yes,
do we need to draw that?
no, this is only for Ayana. She wants to draw one more figure. So I'm drawing it for her, but we're thinking about what clothes to wear. You can always suggest what clothes we should give her.
Okay.
Okay, how about let's give her a nice poofy dress, a nice puffy shoulder. Should we do that? Okay, let's do that. So let's give her a boat neck like this. Oh, have any of you seen some historic movies? In that they have these beautiful sleeves like that. They have like bubbles. And they all have cuts in them. And then they also become long sleeves. And then they would have their waists all the way over here. And then they would have a dress that's this long, very pretty dresses. And inside this would be another dress. So now I'm just going to erase the lines of the body. We unnecessarily drew all those lines, so no need to draw it. And then the best bit was, I think we'll make a longer neck and give her a slightly higher head.
This looks like one of Cinderella's stepsisters.
Oh yeah, does indeed. So then we should give them some really funny hair also. Wait, I can't do funny hair. First, let me give her a face, neck, ears, and put some earrings. And then maybe nice swept hair like this. Maybe we can put a tiara around her head. And curly hair. Okay, sorry, Ayana, I've just taken off and gone into a very vintage look, tremendously vintage look. This was maybe 200 years ago or 300 years ago. And then we can give her a necklace. But I used to love making these historic costumes because there's so much fabric used, you can do a whole lot of stuff in this. So you can draw things like a floral pattern. Something like this, like mirror images. But even if you draw it and then you just paint it in plain colors, even that'll look nice. Okay, so now it's 5:20. Would you girls be able to color all this by next week? And just make them plain colors. You don't have to make prints or anything, or maybe just make a few dots or a few flowers and see how it looks. So for the face, if you're going to make it a skin color, you can use a light pink, or you can use a light brown or something. Even that will look nice. All right. Okay, so I shall see you next week. Bye.
Ma'am.